Alright, welcome back, guys. Okay, so this weekend we are going to explore an entirely different part of this district. Let's start off with this building right here. Take a look at this. Let's just kind of fly around it a little bit, get a good look at it. Since we're right here, it's right next to Bob, we'll just kind of go this direction. Hey Bob, you're looking good today. So is that crazy guy that's flying the drone. Alright, let's keep looking around here. We'll go this direction. And then after this, we're going to head up and take a look at these mines on the side of the hill. So there was a lot more structures out here back in the day than just this one. Yep. Look where we got a fireplace. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go out the window here. See if we can do it without hitting anything. There we go. Alright, enough fooling around with the building. We got to look at that. But as I was saying, there was a whole bunch of buildings in this area at the time. Most all of them are, well, they kind of look just like the one we flew through. This one over here looks a heck of a lot worse. Take a look at that. Not much left of that foundation. Nope. Certainly not. Okay. So where we want to go is up to that big hill up there. So let's gain some altitude. We keep our line of sight. Looks like there's a small prospect off to the left on that smaller hill. But that's not what we're chasing after today. What we're going after is these big copper deposits up on the side of this hill. So why don't we go up here? We'll start with the one that's looks like it has the largest waste rock pile coming off of it. I like that there's a trail up there. Now somewhere on top of this hill is a road, and so I haven't quite determined yet how I'm going to get to this. So I'm either going to try to get to the top of the hill and drop down into these workings, or I'm just going to go ahead and hike straight up the hill. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. But flying the drone around is going to give me some kind of an idea of how I'm going to approach this today. Look at there, we've got one. There's a pretty big one right there. Down below we've got another one with some old fencing. Trail keeps going up. We're going to explore every single one of these. Yep. Ooh, look at this one. That looks cool. How many people have hiked up this hill to explore that? Neat. Can't wait to see what's inside there. And I'll bet you guys can't either. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with this district. We're just getting started. There's so much here to look at. Maybe we can find some of that beautiful robin's egg Crisca-cola or some of that chalcanthite. We'll just see what happens. I see some of that flaking off the back of the mine there. Okay, let's get some altitude here. Take a look at, let's go look at the road. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Look, we got some more. Boy, we just got mines all over the place around here. We're going to be like a bunch of busy bees trying to document and explore all this. Oh, that one looks really neat. Look at that. Cool. I'm getting all kinds of excited. Yeah, it's nice to be in a spot where there's just an abundance of mines to find and explore. Now, way off in the distance out there, that's going to be another episode. You see all them roads and diggings and all that out there? I don't know how I'm going to get out there yet, or even if I can even do it with Bob. I may have to hike it, but there's another big mine way out there. All right, let's get on the backside of this hill and see what we have down over here. Let's kind of lower our altitude a little bit. I'm seeing diggings off to the left. All right, that's about as low as I can go. Yep, I'm starting to get my indicator, which says I'm losing my line of sight. Looks like we've got a vertical shaft. Nope, maybe an inclined right there. And then off here in the distance, let's get a better look at these. Look at how many are out here. Wow, where to begin, guys? I see at least 1, 2, 3. Good grief. Uh-oh, losing my line. Okay, Got to get above the hill. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's go this direction next. See what we got. I'm going to put this in a little bit different mode. Let's kind of go down in altitude here, see if we have anything hiding on this side of the hill. Anything hiding over here? Not seeing anything. How about this hill out here? Let's take a look. Wow, what a beautiful view we have out in front of us. Just gorgeous day for flying the drone and doing some exploring. Not really seeing anything hiding around that side of the hill. Out there in the distance, that's what we explored last weekend. So let's keep looking around here. Okay, I have this thing in speedy mode. We're down to 39%. Don't want to hit that tree. Nope. Anything hiding over here? I see that trail. See this trail? Let's stop right here for just a second. There's a trail on the side of the hill that switchbacks from the bottom. Right there would be a great place to park Bob and just walk up that trail to explore those mines. Alright, do I see an adit over here hiding on the side of this hill? I think that might be another one. Let's look before I have to go and change batteries again. Alright, slow down there, puppy. Okay, I know we got to put it in a little different mode. There we go. What do we got hiding in here? Oh, hey, slow down there. Bat barred. Well, you know why that is, because it's right next to the darn road. Okay. Alright, I got to get back over here to Bob. I got to change out a battery, and we're going to keep looking around just a little while longer. Don't want to miss anything. So I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Fresh battery. Just going to fly over Bob here, kind of orientate you guys as to where we're at. Now, this time, we are going to head out this way because there's something out here that looks like it might be some diggings. Right out here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, see that? There's a rock wall there. Don't think it was leading off to a mine, but you can see right here that they definitely had something. There's a retaining wall and something going on there. Yep. Alright, let's gain some altitude again. Yeah, this is a pretty popular spot down here. It's a trail waypoint. That's why we're seeing a lot of people. We got some four-wheelers coming down here, some side-by-sides. And that's kind of what they do around here. Never fails. Yeah, can't go anywhere in the desert without running into somebody. We've got 4 of them out here. Alright, well there's just one more quick thing I want to take a look at. Look at, we got 5, maybe 6 of them out here. Good grief. Boy, oh boy. Kicking up all kinds of dust. Well, we already looked at that hill. There's only one more I want to take a look at, and that's right over here. Let's see if we can do it without losing our line of sight. Yeah, okay, that's all I really wanted to look at. Right there. Looks like they were doing some digging on that hill too, but because the waste rock piles are so small, doesn't look like it's very substantial. No. Okay. Well, since we got the drone up when we're heading back, let's look at things off this direction. Not seeing anything over here. Okay, so what we need to do today is, as I turn the drone and kind of point the direction, I think rather than risk Bob trying to get to the top of that hill, we're going to park him over there where see all these people here. Right over there in the notch of that hill, and then we're just going to hike straight up and go explore, hike up the switchbacks and start exploring that ridge line off there to the left and hit each and every one of those mines one by one. All right, guys, well, I'm going to go land the drone. More than likely say hi to some of our four-wheeler friends over here. And I will be right back. Okay, guys, see you in a bit. Okay guys, made it to the top. Isn't this a beautiful area? Now, I initially was going to park down in the bottom where I pointed out with the drone, and then as I looked things over a little bit more, I decided, nah, there's a better way of going about this. Rather than parking down there and hiking all the way up the side of the hill and wearing out my legs, I decided I found another road that comes around this hill, goes to the top, so that we can drop down onto these workings. Okay, so right over here is the first set of workings, furthest to the west. We're gonna take a look at all of these, then we'll hop back into Bob, drive further to the east, and then start taking a look at those really big ones that we saw with the recon drone. Okay, all right, so let's get started with these right over here. All right, well, here's the first one. Let's see what we have here. I saw this from down on the road, looking up into this smaller wash. Let's see if this is a shaft or an adit. It looks like it's going to be a shaft. Well, let's take a look. Let's get around this direction here. Hold on once. I got to get around the barbed wire. All kinds of barbed wire around here. There we go. Okay. Aha, well, look at that. Yeah, look at the galena sparkling there in that vein. Isn't that pretty? But that's not what they were going after. Otherwise, they would have taken all that out. But it just goes down a little ways. Yeah, we got a prospect here. Nothing too substantial. All right, we got more waste rock off that way. Let's look across the valley here. Take a look at that one. See that one over there? But the pile is pretty darn small, and so is that one over there. Yeah, I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time today chasing after prospects that only go in 10 or 20 feet. So let me get past the barbed wire again. Turn around here. I want to show you some of this galena that's coming out of the vein. Let me kind of turn the camera around. Look at this, guys. Who wouldn't want a beautiful specimen of that right there? Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Yeah, small crystal galena. Yeah, not highly sought after because it's very common. Okay, we have something over here. Let's see what it is. All right, around the corner, and here we go. What we got going on here? Another prospect. Yeah, they're showing adits on the map, but these are just prospects. Okay, let's keep walking around the corner here, see what we can see. Now, when you look on those topo maps, adits are the symbol that look like the letter Y, and then prospects are X's. So let's get out to this point over here and take a look around. All right, let's see what we have around here. Yeah, I see some workings out there going that direction, and that's the road down in the bottom where we came into this location. And if you look at that hill, that dark colored hill right out there center screen, that's where we were last weekend. Interesting. Down there in the bottom is a white panel van, and he was here 2 days ago. Now, if you guys would see the conditions of this road, you would say just like I did, what in the world is a white panel van with highway tires doing all the way out here? First things that comes to mind is he's out burying bodies. I don't know, I'm just having fun, guys, but when you see something like that, it makes you wonder, like, what in the world? Your vehicle is definitely not rated for this kind of terrain. All right, let's keep going this way. We have ourselves a little miner's trail that we're walking on. Well, let's see if it... Oh yeah, look here. We got one. Haha! Nice. All right, well, let's do like we always do. 2, 4. Turn on our lights. Look down in here. We got old Budweiser's pop tops from the 70s. Cool. Look at those. Very neat. All right, let's peek on up in there. Ooh, I see a little bit of bracing going on. All right, the first one of the day. Yeah, I knew once we got further up on the side of the hill, as we get deeper and deeper into this district, we're going to start finding some pretty neat stuff. Yep. Okay. Watching out for rattlesnakes, moving slow, seeing lots of daddy long-legged spiders running around. On the way out of here the day before yesterday, there was a rattlesnake crossing the road. So they are out again. They certainly are. All right, look at here. We're into the ore. You can clearly see it, guys. I mean, look at the color. And then as I turn around and pan up, look at the blue over here and over here, but boy, it's just not really a defined vein. But they were prospecting. Oh, this is neat. Look at all the old timber in here. I like it. Well, they had to haul all that in from somewhere because there isn't any trees like that around here. No. All we have around here is mesquite, creosote, palo verde. Look at the blue. Look at all the copper. And then let's look back here. Back there. Nothing goes that direction. Down here on the ground. Boy, that ever sparkly or what, huh? Wow. Look at that, guys. Yeah, we're going to start seeing some really neat geology today. Let's look up in here. Let's get underneath this, see if it goes anywhere. No, it doesn't. This is as far as this one goes. Okay, turn it around. We'll head back out of here. And we'll head off to the next one. All right, that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to keep walking the side of the hill. And if I find something cool, you know me, I'll be sure to show it to you. I'll be back. All right, guys, down to the next one. Let me show you where, before I point that out to you, let me show you where I just came from. Looking over there on the hill, see the hole? That's the one we just came out of. I walked across there. Lots of Crisca-cola poking out in various veins. Here was a much larger vein of it that they went after. Look at the blue here, just laying on the ground. Isn't that a gorgeous piece right there of Crisca-cola? Yep. And that's as far in as that one goes. Again, another prospect. But boy, oh boy, they spent a lot of time on it. Look at the size of the waste rock pile here. Yeah, pretty big. They spent a lot of time at this location. Wow, we're going to see a whole heck of a lot of that today. Yes, we are. All right, time to climb back up the hill, head back to Bob. And the next thing we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to drive further to the east and start hitting those really large workings over there. Okay, guys, see you over there. All right, while we're working our way over to the next site, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on here. So back in those days, late 1800s, coming in the early 1900s, of course back then they didn't have diamond core drills and things like that. So what they would do is they would hire out a group of guys, multiple groups of guys, to expand out across this entire district and then just prospect and sample out these various veins and ore bodies to see which one is worth chasing after and opening up a larger production site. Well, wait a second here. Oh, wait. Make sure I got it in the right gear. It's a steep hill. So that's what they did. They fanned out and they did all these little prospects and diggies, and then all these years later, now we can see which were the major ore bodies, and that's what we're working our way up to starting today. We're going to hit the ones on the side of the hill over here, and then as the weekends go by, we're going to slowly get into much larger and larger workings, and eventually the big finale, like I was telling you guys. At least that's what I hope it's going to turn out to be, with that mine that's way past that big hill over there. But we won't get into that for a few more weeks. We still have lots to explore in this area. Speaking of exploring this area, some of my subscribers, my long-termers who've been around for at least 4 or 5 years, you might be saying to yourself, Gly, there's something looks mighty familiar about all this. Can you please explain? Well, if you're a subscriber of my channel as well as Canadian Frank's channel, okay, Exploring Abandoned Mines, you might have noticed that on his channel he did some work out here and did document a few of these locations, but when I was with him, we rushed through it pretty darn quick. And boy, I don't know, let me take a look at this. Ooh-wee, where in the heck am I going here? Let's stop here for a second. I don't know if I want to go over there. Anywho, so yeah, when I worked with Frank about 4 years ago, this site was one of those that we wanted to head out to and produce a video for his channel. Now, when we got out here, now Frank's style, as you all know, is a lot different than mine. I mean, he turns his camera on, he turns on the afterburners, and then zoom, goes. And he's in and out, and in and out, and up and down, and in and out, and in and out. And before you know it, it's like, did I just, what did I just experience there? A drag race or a mine explorer? I'm just teasing Frank. You know how we like to, you know, if you're watching, buddy. Anywho, I told Frank back then, I says, you know, as my channel progresses and as I get more tools to do the job right, I've always wanted to come back out here and do it the right way with really awesome drone work and all the new tools that you're seeing me use today. So, you know, that's why I wanted to come back out to this district and really tackle it and do it the right way, and that's what we're doing now. Now, I know you guys can't see it out the window, more than likely, because this camera's ISO capabilities are only really good for in-cab. It can't do both. It can't see what's in here and what's out there at the same time. It just doesn't have that kind of lens. just in case you're wondering. But there's a big old hole right there, and on the other side of the saddle over there is where all the big workings are. So let me find a nice place to park Bob here. I'm not going down that crazy hill. That's just too crazy. And get suited back up again, and we'll head over to all those big workings. All right, guys, I'll see you over there. All right, guys, here we are. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what's hiding up here. This should be pretty darn neat. All right, I think we've got one up here. Let's look at that one first. Okay, there we go. What do we got going on here? Another prospect? Well, it looks like it may have went that way at one time, but all this dirt is sloughed. Another one. Let's get the lights on here. There we go. Does it go this way? Nope. Just goes down there and stops. All right, turning around. Let's look down here. Does it go anywhere there? Yep, it does. Oh yeah. I'll do a little sliding here. Okay, what do we have in here? Oh, it's as far as it's gonna go. Yep. That's it. Beautiful colors though. Wow. Let's look up there. That's it. Wow, look at the color. Cool. Well, that's it, guys, as far as that one goes. All right. It's a little bit little batty in this one. Not too bad. Okay. I'm gonna climb back out of here. Come on now. Come on, Chunky. Okay. Whew. All right, guys. Let me take a break a second. I'm huffing and puffing too much. I'll be back. All right, so a moment ago, we were just over there to the left. We've got a big old turkey vulture flying around above our heads here. Down in the bottom, we got a suburban. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny when I was out here a few days ago and I met all those people. The one nice lady, she goes, well, whatever you do, don't tell anybody about this place. And she says that immediately after. She's followed by about 20 side-by-sides, and then another group 15 minutes later, another 15 or 20 come rolling in, then Jeeps and more It's like, okay, I won't tell anybody. Yeah, nobody knows about this spot. Anywho. Oh, you gotta love the public. They're good people. They're just out here doing what I'm doing, having fun and enjoying their public lands just like me. Look down here. Bunch of stalls holding all that up. Ooh, that's just way too crumbly to crawl underneath. Guys, let me look at it closer though. Let's look. All right. Boy, it does go up in there though. It does. Do I have a death wish today? Well, let's look over here first. Look at how that just come down to one big flump. Boom. Wow. Yeah, that would have flattened you like a pancake. But nothing over there though. All right. Well, somebody spray painted 48 over the top of this. All right. Okay, 48. Lights on. Make sure. Yep. Well, we don't touch anything. We might be okay. Could that possibly mean that it goes in 48 feet? Let's find out. Oh, I got another camera issue. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Yeah, like I was saying last time, I'm starting to have issues with this camera. It's time to upgrade. But thanks to you guys for dropping down into the description area of my videos and going to my eBay site and bidding on a rock. You're helping fund future purchases of the channel, and that's really nice of you guys, because I've got some things that I'm going to be buying next month. A couple new cameras, some climbing gear for Laura so that she has what she needs when we get back to Nevada. So I thank you so much. So this week we've got the galena, that long crystal galena, back up for sale. So drop down in the description area, click on the link to my eBay site, Hidden Treasures Abound, and put a bid on some super cool long crystal galena. Okay, let's get going here. Yeah, I know, guys. You'd much prefer me talk about manscaping products. But that was my ad plug for the day. Gly manscapes, do you? Let's look around in here. All right, goes up there and stops, smelling a bit batty up in here. We've got a roost. Let's look up. Oh yeah, look at this. See how they got into that vein? Look at that beautiful vein. Wow. Yeah. Huh. Can't be much to it though. Otherwise they would have done more digging. Let's go up this way. Let's go up there and yeah, stops. They backfilled it a little bit. That's what that pile of dirt is right there. That's man-made backfill. All right. And up here, past our bat roost, we've got a tin box. What is that box? Let's turn down those lights a little bit. That had something to do with blasting. Yeah, it says giant on there. You know what I'll bet that is? I'll bet this is the larger box that would hold the smaller boxes of blasting caps. See, they would all be, the smaller boxes would be stacked in there. There's probably a gross in that box, because on here I can see where it looks like it says giant, maybe right there, but it's all covered in bat guano. All right, turning around here. Okay. All right. Well, now we know why it said 48. Because it only goes in about 48 feet. And that's it. At least we looked at it. All right. So, let's get out of here without the whole place coming down on me. Don't touch anything. Come on now. There we go. There we are. All right, don't need those lights on. Turn that one off. Let's see what else we have around here. Okay. Oh, I'm getting sweaty. Oof. What do we have over here? Anything interesting? Yep, we've got one right here. Ta-da! All right, give me a second. Time for a water break. I'll be back. Let's look in here. Oh, this is neat, huh? Look at that. Cool. Does it go anywhere over here? Look at all the trash in here. I just never understand why people cannot pack out what they pack in. Look at all the bottles. Bottles and cans and... Jeez. It's crazy. Okay. Let's go up here. Look around. And that is going to be it for this one. I thought that these on the side of this hill would be much bigger, but that is not the case. No, not the case. Nope. All right. Well, at least we looked at it. Here's the way back out. All right, let's get out of here. Head off to the next one. Okay, guys, I think we have enough time on this video to document these last two adits right here. Now, I already did the drone work and the recon for this site 2 days ago. So next week, when you see me do the drone recon, the drone's going to be flying up here and I'm going to be talking about this. I didn't know how things were going to kind of play out, if we were going to be exploring those in that episode or if we were going to be doing them in this one. But it turns out we're gonna go ahead and do it on this one since we're right here. So let's head over to this one. Look at the vein that they went right into. And next week you're gonna see me point this same vein out with the drone. All right, got the light on. Yep. All right, let's go take a closer look at this one. Oh wow, neat. Oh, this is pretty cool. Well, they really got after it here. We got a little bit of a winds going down that direction. That's about as far as it goes. And oh, big stope. Wow, look here. Fantastic. Look at how that opened up. Oh. Isn't that cool? Wow. Well, there's really only one way that you guys can appreciate the size of this thing. Let's see, where's a good place to put my camera? How about if I set it like that? There we go. Look at this, guys. Too cool. Oh, here's where our bird's been hanging out. Look at the size of that poo pile. Down here we've got a party balloon. The adit goes right back out over here, goes outside. Then it goes off this direction and stops. I'll show you all this in a second. Wow, look at that. Fantastic. And look at the drill. I can see the size of the drill holes. They're only about 1 inch, maybe 1.25 inches, so we know we're early 1900s. Yeah, see? So we started over there with all of those prospects in the late 1800s where they were using black powder. Not much work going on, but then fast forward as technology progressed, now we're getting into more drilling, more blasting,
And technology is allowing them to start creating places just like this. This is just so super cool. Okay. Oh, it's one thing to see it on video, guys, but I really wish you all were here to really take a good look at it with me. Okay, let's go and take a look here. We'll walk past our balloon and see what we have over here. Anything going off that direction? Oh, indeed it does. A little bit further. Look at that. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to burp in the microphone. Not bad manners, just good water. All right, that's it. Stops right there. As far as geology goes, well, see, I'm seeing a lot of, see all the scale? See the Coca-Cola scale there? So, and then I'm looking closely at this pillar right here. I'm not really seeing a bunch of it in the pillar that was left behind to hold up the back of the mine. Huh. So, if it was here in a great big deposit, they certainly cleared it out. Look at that. Isn't that neat? What a beautiful, beautiful view of a giant ballroom stope with skylights. Yeah, and then off this direction, let's head over here. This was the other adit that I pointed out on the drone. So it just kind of made a little loop inside there and goes back outside this way. All right, let's head outside again. Okay, well there we are. I'll tell you what, let me go over here, find a place to set the camera up. This looks like a good spot. Maybe. Possibly. There we go. Perfect. All right, guys. Well, that's going to have to do it for today. I was really hoping that we would kind of end up with a finale situation and a giant deposit, and we certainly did, with a big ballroom stope with skylights. Pretty cool, huh? So, like I was saying earlier, so I'm going to head back out here tomorrow, but you guys aren't going to see this till next weekend. So I'm going to park in a little different area, and we're going to hit each one of these all along the east side of that canyon, and then come back to the west side of the canyon and work our way up to the incline shaft and see if that's something that we can rope into. It's probably all collapsed, but at least I want to, look down into it and see if it's something that we could potentially explore. And then the weekend after that is the Big Kahuna, guys. That's when we head further off to the northeast, and we're going to hit that big old mine over there. It's much harder to get to. We'll probably have to hike into it, but we at least got one more episode where I can show you this fantastic geology. All right, well, I appreciate you coming along for another episode, and I'll see y'all again next Saturday. Okay, take care, guys. Bye-bye.